Yay! Goodness, I cannot believe it's the end of January. Like we've been saying all along, like I feel like January went by just as fast as December, and here we are with like basically 2 days left in the month. And so I just thought, I mean, we had planned this a couple weeks ago, but what I was just excited for today is I'm gonna ask a question and then just kind of chat on like, what are you doing to just kind of help fill those February challenge groups? I know a lot of you are starting your groups on Monday. And so what are you doing this week that's really going to help you like fill them up? But here's what I would like to do first. I would like for you to unmute yourself. Let me just mute that. Will you just like rapid fire unmute yourself? And I want to hear how many people you've helped this month. So I'm not asking for your Success Club points. I'm asking how many people you've helped. So maybe that is Success Club points, but I know sometimes you may get someone started with 2B Mindset or just a one-year membership to BOD or anything like that, just to kind of hold each other accountable and see where we're at. So that'll kind of help us as we talk about the next thing right now. So I'll start. I'm at Success Club 8. And so was trying to hit 20. That means I have a lot of conversations out there that have not sealed the deal. So I'm about to hustle when we get off the phone. But I'm at 8 right now, and I'm going to hopefully be a little bit closer to 20. So that's where I am. Who's next? Just click on mute, though, or I can do it for you. Look, I know it's scary, and I know your numbers. So you guys don't have to tell them to me. I know your numbers. I see them all the time, okay? If you're at 0, it's fine. If you're at 2, it's fine. Go for it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I am Success Club 4, which is a first for me for any Success Club.
Yeah.
I have 4 girls added to my team, and I think I'll have 2 more by the end of January.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Challenge group, so now I have like 20 follow-ups to do. So I'm so pumped for Team Cup. Hopefully I can seal the deal.
Yeah, I love it. It's exciting, just that momentum, you know, like it's picking up. Awesome. Who else?
I only have a few people I've been talking to. Nobody yet, but this one girl's she said tomorrow she's gonna go on to get her 14-day trial of the Beachbody On Demand. And
Good.
And then there's a couple other people I've been talking to. That's it.
No, I thought you said that said, and I thought you were going to keep talking. Sorry, you said that's it. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. No, again, just keep having those conversations. Encourage your people. Great job. Great job. What's up? Who else? Who's next?
I'll go. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, I just had to find you.
Okay. I think my girl just bought a T20 package tonight, so that should SC4. But I've helped a couple other people just kind of get like back on track and motivate them back. Like they already had Beachbody On Demand, so just getting on track with the workouts and eating healthy and all that kind of stuff. So
good. I love that. And Allie's a full-time teacher, newlywed, and a like full-time soccer coach. So I'm just really proud of you for keeping up your momentum while being so crazy busy. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. Who's next?
I'll go. Okay, so I'm at Success Club 6, and I haven't hit it since I started. So like Whitney, I have my little calendar here, and I'm like writing all my names and trying to fill out as many as I can.
I told you guys, this is like so helpful to see the names.
So I'm just like, I'm pumped for February, and I'm like kind of slating myself because I'm like, oh, like I don't know if I want to sign this girl on now, if I want to wait till February. Like I'm trying like to, I want to get Success Club 10 for January, but then I also want to have my numbers for February, so I'm working that out. But I'm really like excited and pumped for my team.
Good. And okay, I think the same way a lot, especially in the beginning. You're like, do I save it? And here's what I would encourage you. Do it now. It's a paycheck on Thursday, and it's only going to push you to keep the momentum up for February. So I think Hannah and I were talking about like never save someone, because you also know that like 3 days, someone can totally change their mind. So if they're ready now, get them now and know that you're going to be just as awesome talking to your people in February. But that's so cool. Good job. It's exciting. All right. Who's next?
I'll go. So I've helped 8 people this month. Most of them have been BOD. But I signed a business coach this month, which is awesome. So I'm at SE2. I'm working on signing another customer tonight to be at SE4. And my goal is at least 6 by Thursday. So
Yay!
yeah.
Congratulations!
Yay.
Yay. I know Katie had we were just dying. I mean, the fact that she helped so many people that just would not get that challenge back.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm like, but the fact that, see, the thing is, that's why I wanted us to celebrate that too tonight, because that's getting someone in the door and they're trying the workouts. And that's how I started. I did not start with the shakes. I told her, no way, disgusting. I don't want to drink my food. And after 2 weeks of doing the portion containers, I was like, I can't get all my proteins. Can you send me this? So get them in the door. You never know who they're going to end up being. So that's awesome. Always pitch the full package because that's what works. We know it, but bring them in.
And the ultimate portion fix is coming. So in a couple months, you could get SC points from them with a completion pack. Yes. Just saying, people. Completion pack for life.
I know.
Absolutely.
For real. So yeah, that's awesome. So congrats. I know, get them some results this month and bam. All right, who's next?
I guess I'll go next. So I helped 2 people this month so far. So they were both completion packs. So I hit Success Club 4, and then I did some follow-ups with my current Beachbody customers to get them back on track too.
Good. I love it. And oh man, Hannah keeps having all these coach conversations that get so close. About to lose her mind.
So close.
I know. We'll talk about all that in a couple minutes. All right, who's left? Cassie. I can't hear you, girlfriend, but you're not muted. Well, now you're muted. Yeah, look at your thing. Is there anything that says audio on there? All right, type it for now, and then maybe mess around and just start talking to us randomly, even if it's interrupting. Sorry. Okay. Amber, Lori, Kelly.
I can go.
Sorry.
I'm working on my listening skills.
No, good.
It's going okay. I'm screaming at the screen, Peyton, and I was on freaking mute. I'm like, no, sign them now. You need SC10s to get paid leads. The paid leads guys are freaking gold. It's work when you're not working. That's gold. Okay.
Free money.
So because of everybody who, and I'll keep it PG language, screwed me in December, I had a whole new mindset for January, and I was just balls to the wall. So I've helped 19 people this month, and I just have a new mindset, which is the thank you next. And that has been a big game changer. So
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. And we've talked about this a lot, but you guys watched, Kelly and a lot of you showed up in December, showed up when no one was responding, showed up every day, even though it was Christmas week. I went on vacation, Kelly's still showing up, and a lot of you were too, but it builds momentum for the next month. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to talk this week. These next 2-3 days are going to be so crucial to February. So awesome. Let me read Cassie's. I don't know what's wrong. SC2 working coach and 2 others who won't commit but follow up. Yes. It was fortune in the follow-ups. That's what we talked about in Growth Week, right? And I'm so excited for her working coach. That's really exciting. So we're excited to meet her soon. Yay. All right, Lori, go for it.
Okay, so I'm at SC2, and I think that the girl that I signed, she loves Shakeology, loves it, and never has liked any other shakes. So I think I'm going to be able to hopefully convince her to at least be a discount coach. And she's loving the program. She's doing 80-day. I have a lot of invites out. I am not done answering them yet, but there's several people who are interested that I'm sending information to. And I have 2 girls who seem really interested in coaching who are in our sneak peek, but they're just not committing. And Becca, I need to talk to you about them. So remind me about that, because I don't know what to say to them at this point. I feel like I keep bugging them. Anyways.
Yeah, we can shout that out too. But that's awesome. Congrats on your 2. And then the fact that someone else, again, show results and then if you're looking for more coaches, and that just helps kind of pad those numbers when you're have some rank goals, you know, that's what's nice about it. Awesome.
Can you hear me now? Oh, yay.
Yay! Just had to close out. Great. Got you back. Good. Well, anything you want to add to your working coach SC2?
She's already killing it. She, nobody really knew that she was on a journey. And so she posted and has been blasting it and has had like tons and tons and tons of people ask her what she's doing. She's already sent out 2 free trials and she's like just really nervous about it all, but she's great. She's awesome. She's my best friend. She's killing it.
Yay. That's so, so exciting. Awesome.
Oh, and I got my emerald back because of it. So
yes. She has a couple coaches, but they're all on one side, so we had to get it. That's the worst when that happens.
And somehow it worked out that she, even though she only canceled like 2 months ago, she was able to move to the other side. So it worked out. I don't know how, but it worked out really well.
Don't touch it. We're just like, don't touch anything.
I know.
Good. Yay. All right. If you have a name on there, know that if you want us to see your face, just click start video. And like, I know Amber, Jenna, just click that start video button. If not, it's okay for us to just hear you. But Amber, are you there? Do you want to share?
Hola.
Hi.
I am here. I don't have my video on because I'm cleaning my kitchen right now. And I also look like a hot mess. Just working out. But, so for me, January is going pretty decently. I'm learning a lot of like doing the habitual inviting, and I just figured out kind of like scheduling myself out. So I sold my first challenge pack this month and made my first check today. Yay! Got it in the mail, and I was not expecting it. Totally psyched. So yeah. So I think the consistency for me is just, I'm definitely starting to see results. I am having serious conversations with about 3 or 4 people. And so I'm really excited to just see where this consistency is going to take me.
Yay! Congratulations! Man,
Thanks.
we always say this, and I encourage you with your new coaches, it just takes that like once you just help one person, then you get like really excited about this business, right? Like once you just kind of help one person get started, then you're like, oh wait, I can do this. So I love that feeling, and I remember that feeling. I seriously remember. My first paycheck was $14, and I was so excited because I had sold someone 21-day fixed DVDs, you know? So proud.
Thanks.
All right, Matt, do you want to share how you're doing? Because I can't see you, I'm just... Caridwen? Nope. They've got us all muted. They're pretending like they're on the call. They're probably just sitting there watching Netflix. I see you. You hear me talking smack?
Yes, I'm sitting back and watching everything.
All right, how are you doing this month?
You can turn yours off over there. Well, I have done share a cart to a couple of people, but nobody's really biting yet. So
follow-ups is the key. That's awesome, though, that you got to the point of share carts. The fact that someone like said yes, that's awesome. That's a huge step. They'll do it. Just depends on when. That's awesome. Yay. Oh, she's muted. No, you're not. All of a sudden we can't hear you. You're not muted, but all of a sudden we can't hear you. Sorry. Am I the only one who can't hear her? Sorry, girlfriend. You might have to do in the chat. That's really funky that that's happening tonight. All right. Does Matt want to chat? Or is he busy? We'll give it a second, then we'll... While we're waiting on Matt. Jenna, you just started, right? Here, let me unmute you. Okay. We did it at the same time. Hey, welcome. You just started, right?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Awesome. We were just sharing like how many people we had helped this month, but it just started. I'm not sure how long you've been doing it.
It's probably been a week and a half, and I've talked to probably about 8 people now about it, and I've got like 3 people interested, so I'm working on that.
That's
working
so
on closing
awesome.
it. Yes.
Yay! Happy week 1. I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay. All righty. Our Wi-Fi floats. Okay. Sorry, Cridwin, but thanks for sharing. I'm glad we got to hear yours. Sorry. At least you got in the chat. Awesome. Well, so some of us, oh, Becca, oh my word, I forgot. We talked at the beginning. I'm going to just unmute you.
So I'm kind of like a mixed bag this month. Like Kelly was talking about, the paid leads are gold. So I've helped like over 20 people, but I'm at SC 12 with the goal of 20. And I have 8 conversations right now that are leading to a share card. So
yeah, I know, we're all just like, I know I have so many share cards out. I'm like, please just do it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's read Matt's. Talk to a few people, follow up. I love it. Great job, Matt. Yeah, it's really just, we know, because most of us didn't respond the first time, you know? We know that. Just keep that relationship going. Well, that's just kind of what I wanted to chat about tonight. You know, we've got 2 days left in January. Success Club does not determine our worth, and I hope you hear that from us often. Success Club is not the ultimate everything. Why we talk about it a lot is because it is a good way to measure our business in a business that's hard to measure, because the business is about people becoming better, right? It's about people feeling more confident, and then, you know, maybe it's losing weight or gaining control over their food and things like that. And sometimes that's hard to measure. And so what we like to do is talk about Success Club, because if you're helping 3 people a month and hitting Success Club, then that's showing that your business is growing and that you're doing the task and you're finding your groove and you're finding your voice. So we're never going to stop talking about it. And that's why we blow up our people who hit it, because we're proud of them. And it just shows that, like, if you will continue to show up and just invite people, and that's not inviting the same 5 people, that's inviting a new set of 5 people and then following up with your old people. You know, if you'll just continue to build those relationships and talk, you really can grow your business that way. And you'll notice in these last couple of weeks, we've talked about consistency more than ever, because at the beginning of the year, it's such a really good time just to create those habits of setting your schedule and getting consistent and knowing what to do when you sit down. The reality is you can do this whole business in 30 minutes. Like, send 3 invites, 3 relationships, like at least do something basic. So I would just encourage you this week with these last 2 days is there are seasons of consistency. And then what we talked about last week, there's seasons of hustle. And there's times where we'll throw out a fun challenge, or maybe you have specific goals. And for those of us that were at Super Saturday, those of you that were with me, which is a lot of you, we talked about, like, what if we made our monthly goals our weekly goals? Like, how would our mindset look different? And it's like, so no, we don't need to stay up till 2 in the morning and wake up at 4 a.m. every single day. But sometimes if you're like this close to hitting your goal this week, maybe you do need to stay up a little late tonight. Like, I know I am. Like, I'm going to get it done, because I don't want to look at my paycheck on Thursday or look at how February 1st starts and look back at January and be like, man, I could have put in a little bit more time and seen what happens. And so that's kind of my mindset. And we've been talking a lot just about that CEO mentality. Like, if you ran a brick and mortar business, if you owned a cafe downtown or a boutique or something like that, and you didn't constantly ask people to come inside your coffee shop and try your coffee, or you didn't open the doors of your boutique, no one can ever buy anything, right? So if we're not opening the doors by talking to people, no one's ever going to buy anything. Okay? You can't just stand there with a pretty picture and a nice quote and people are going to flock to you. That doesn't happen. And when it does, it should be like, this is the best, but that's not the normal. And we say that a lot. And those in here that are consistent with signing new people every month, it's not because the pictures are better or the content's better or the story's better. It's literally because they're having relationship conversations that lead to invites. And so I would just encourage you tonight, like, as you're sitting here tonight sharing what you've done this month, is there more that you want to give? I'm not forcing you to do any of it. That's up to you. But if there's more that you want to give, like, we're behind you for you to give it, you know, and we're here to hold you accountable. And hopefully all the momentum of those invites last week, now, follow up with those people. The Transform 20 sale ends Thursday night at midnight. From what I know, I don't know if they're going to extend it. If they do, I don't want to know, because I want to be able to tell my people that it ends Thursday at midnight. And then if they extend it, just tell me on Friday. Okay? because I don't want to like lie to my people. So don't tell me if they send it. Because then what we get to do is be like, hey, like start this with me on Monday. Like you can get started without your shakes. And so here is what I want to take just a couple minutes to chat out, and you guys can start talking. And I have to tell you really quick, I spoke on another team call Sunday night, like a girl who's going to be at the National Leadership Conference next week with us. She asked me like, hey, I saw in the group chat that your team hit Premier and you have like business builders. She's like, will you talk to my girls? And they all were just like, for the first few minutes, like staring, like at least you guys are all like smiling and I see your whole faces. One girl was like this. And I, about 5 minutes in, you guys know me, I don't even know this girl that invited me. And about 5 minutes in, I was like, all right, girls, here's what we're going to do. I want everyone's face in the picture. And I would like for you to smile when we talk. And I made it like really funny. And they all laughed and they all shook off whatever like they were feeling from the day, right? And then we just started to have a conversation. And once you kind of just shake off the nerves of like being honest with one another, it just makes it so much easier. So you guys all know each other, and you guys are all our leaders actually, which makes me really excited that we're all on a call together, because you guys are our leaders in the business. When I look at this specific grid right here, I'm just like, you guys are amazing. I know 15 people, and I'm just so, so proud. So let's talk. What is working for you in these last couple days? Like what's helping? I remember Becca sharing something, but I think it was in a different chat of like what's been working these last couple days with some follow-ups. I know a lot of people have been doing follow-ups, but then you're not getting a response. I think the biggest thing we all deal with is the people who say yes and that they're excited either about a group or coaching, and then they never, like we can't get them to the next level. So I have thoughts, so I'm gonna let you guys just kind of spit them out. And if we have time at the end, I'll share mine, but I don't, like you guys know just as much as I do. So go ahead and kind of share. So let's answer the first question is like, is there something that's working for your people who have said yes to coaching or a challenge group, but then are like dragging their feet? Do you guys have anything that's working to get them signed and create that urgency? Like, is it just that nobody's like, I just don't have anything that's working?
No,
Yeah,
it's just
is that right?
follow-ups. It's just the follow-ups. It's that they got excited, then it was Sunday night, then life happened, and then it's Wednesday, and you check back in and say, I'm so excited, like let's do this. And they go, oh shit, I totally forgot. And they remember. So it's not you being annoying, it's you being intentional with your business. You spent all that time to get to that point. Life got in their way. Like if you follow up once and they don't respond, okay, give it a couple of days, but don't stop following up. That's it, period. Like literally, you guys, it's a follow-up period. I'm muting myself.
No, I love it. I love it. Exactly. Hannah, you and I were talking that out the other day about your girl. Do you want to share with them what you ended up doing and like how you said like, hey, I did this and it reminded me of you, like that kind of message?
Yeah, so Whitney and I were talking the other day about how, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought.
And I just put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
We were talking about following up with people and how to like create that, like so it's not awkward when you just randomly reach back out. So we talked about how it's important to say like, oh hey, like I was thinking about you today when my coaches and I were talking about community and our weight loss journey or something like that. And then I went into like, I'm like so excited to have you join my team. Let's chat out the next steps or something. It was something like that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like it works when you're like, hey, this reminded me of you. Like you remind that person of like, I know you're not thinking about it, but like I am, and you're going to be an amazing fit here. And here's some of the reasons why, almost like how you planted that seed in the beginning. Once they've said yes, you kind of have to keep planting that seed of belief. It's pretty much what we do as coaches, right? We pour belief into people. So like show them now, I'm going to continue to pour belief into you. And then they will eventually, if this is their thing, sign up. Stories too. Yeah. Exactly. And the other kind of things that are working when it comes to like a coach or a challenger that says yes. but then, and like they seem to be so excited, but then you just can't get them to like where you're setting up that share cart or they're filling out the share cart. Yeah.
So with mine, in addition to like following up like crazy because I sent like 168 messages last week. But one thing, and I'll read it to you and I can type it in here, but I've learned to kind of create urgency in short relational messages, which kind of sounds really weird, especially to those of you who may have just started. But even to someone that maybe I messaged them yesterday and they sounded interested, we have 2 programs that literally the discounts end on Thursday, right? 2B Mindset and T20, and they are huge right now. So I'm saying something similar to this. Hey, how are you? How was your Monday? Because today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. And then I say, usually I don't message this soon. But with this extreme discount ending for the specific program we were talking about, I wanted to be sure to follow back up with you. There's absolutely no pressure, but I know you love a good deal. So if you're still interested, let's chat it out and get you set up or squared away or something for my February group. So just something like that. I always let them know there's no pressure. But
yeah, will you put that in the chat or maybe even like, I'm trying to think.
I can do it right now.
We can put it in the chat here, and if you guys want to like try and screenshot it or save it to your notes section, because that's an awesome, all those people who express interest in the workout, that's a really great way to be like, hey, I'm not driving you crazy. And that's pretty close to what a lot of us send anyways, but if you're a newer coach, that's really great wording, so use it. I love that. Anybody else?
Oh, and polls, because one thing I'm doing is I'm changing out my polls. So instead of like, I was constantly the person who was like, do you want to join me? Do you want to be in my group? Do you want to da-da-da-da-da? Like that annoying person. Knowing that 2B Mindset is ending, I've changed my polls a little bit to be more like, have you ever struggled with emotional eating? Have you ever struggled with binge eating? And those types of questions. And I kid you not, like one of mine had 45 people answer the poll. And so that's 45 people that you can then talk to just about food that can bring up 2B Mindset. So I'm not saying you have to do a 2B Mindset, but, you know, get creative with your polls. Don't just always ask people, hey, do you want to be in my group? Hey, do you want to do this? Like, you can spin them in a way that's more relational so that you can get to that conversation about a share cart.
This is like the emoji I want to send right now, but I'm on my computer. Yes, 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 yes. Get creative. And on Facebook, if you're not big on Instagram, on Facebook, you can actually do a poll. Like you can do this or this on Facebook, and people can fill it out. So it's not even just for Instagram stories.
Can I ask just a quick question? When you talk about share a link, share a cart, which that's what I did at first, but then the BB links that I got on, I really like that. So who uses what the most? Like what works best?
I typically encourage you to use ShareCart because what's hard about the Beachbody links is people can click it, but then they still can get lost on the website. It may take them there, but if they click one wrong thing, it sends them like crazy. Whereas ShareCart, we're actually like putting the exact products that we want them to order and what they want to order in the cart, and all they have to do is click buy. And then ShareCart also says, would you like beach bars at 10% off? Would you like 3-day refresh at 10% off? And sometimes you end up making a little extra commission, or they get started with something new because of it. So I personally, and I think a lot of us use Beachbody links as like a resource for myself. So I use it like if I want to see how much something costs, if I want to see what's in that specific challenge pack, or if I'm going to sign some up with the free membership, then I send them that link. Other than that, I prefer ShareCart, and I don't know if anyone else wants to speak into that, but for me, that has just alleviated a lot of like, oh, but I was connected to another coach, or oh, I clicked back and then I lost what you were trying to send me. So, but maybe someone else could share.
I feel like we've talked about this maybe in Growth Week, but I just want to bring it up since I don't know if everybody got a chance to see what we did in Growth Week. If you're not using BB Links as a resource to copy and paste videos in your favorites right now, take time to do that, because we don't need to recreate the wheel, guys. Like literally go download your BB Links, type in Transform 20, To Be Mindset, and 80 days still right now. And when people ask, you can just copy and paste the video to them. Susan, if you were to sign a coach, I would really recommend you doing it through ShareCart. I've had a lot of coaches I would send through BB Links last year, and it would drop the coach discount, and it would just create extra work. So I agree with Whitney. ShareCart all the way, but information via BB Links. That's what I do.
Thanks.
I agree with Kelly. I'm actually in contact with a family member on the 2B mindset. So I was definitely like scrolling through the BB Links, and just, I know that she likes to search out all the information possible. So it's so easy just to tap the links through. But then once they make the decision, ShareCart is just super easy and super direct.
Awesome. Good question. Good question. We have about 7 minutes, which is still plenty of time. What's kind of like another question that you guys have as you're trying to like wrap up these next 2 days and really build momentum for February and for new groups and new coaches? And the spring is the best time to be a coach because everyone is like looking at the snow and they're looking at their shorts and they are thinking and dreaming, and people are starting to plan summer vacations right now. And so this is like such a great time to be a coach. So what are some questions as you're trying to do more follow-ups or build momentum this week? What else can we hash out? You know, feeling good?
Another thing that I've been doing, and this is probably going to terrify most of you, but when I'm on Messenger, I will pull up the list of people that is actually active right in that moment, and I will message those people for my invite. So I did that for the sneak peek last week. Just a quick little ditty about, hey, my team, or I'll post it. I'm really like scatterbrained right now because I'm tired, but yeah, messaging people when they're active. It's scary, but it works.
I never would have thought to do that. That's a really fun tip. I love that.
I want to piggyback off what Becca said. If you're on Facebook on your phone and you're working on your computer and you posted a story today, click on your story right now, click on your bottom left, look at all those people who watched your story. They care enough to see what you're doing in your life. Look at them, check their page out. If they're not already a coach or one of your customers, you're having a conversation with them, guys. Like, they care enough that they're paying attention to you. I would say I have I'm just going to go for it, 80%, seriously, from people who just watch me. So I'm like, who's that? Also, I don't know if you guys do this, but I have all these like jewelry people friending me now. And before I was like, oh, they're so annoying, delete. Nope. Accept. That's more eyeballs, man. Who cares? You add me to your stupid paparazzi or whatever the fuck the thing is called. Like, I will delete myself out of your group, but those are more eyeballs on your page.
So I actually have a question related to that, because all of a sudden, so I've sent more invites and more videos and more.
Do you want to say something?
Nope, just wanted to peek over your shoulder. What's up, ladies?
They're all muted, so they're like, hi. You can't hear anything.
Okay, I'm out.
I'll speak for everyone, Paul. Hi. Okay, so I've sent like loads of messages, and I've been like from my viewers, from my polls, from people that I have put in my collections, etc. And in the last week than I ever have. My stories and I don't care about my engagement on my posts because I know that's like whatever. But my story viewers, all of my cold market has dropped. And even though that's all I'm contacting, I'm barely even contacting anyone in my warm market anymore. I don't know if anyone has any insight on that, because I am like engaging in other people's stories like every single day, not even the same people. I just go to, I don't know if anyone has any insight on that, because I don't know what the heck happened. Like, and so now I'm struggling because I've messaged all of the people that are watching, and for some reason, like almost none of them are unresponsive, even though they watch my stories like day in and day out. I don't know. It's just really weird. So I don't know if anyone else has had that happen or has any tips to like get past that, but I feel like something's changed.
I literally spent all weekend trying to read articles on Instagram stories because mine are dramatically like, after all those messages last week, mine went down instead of up. And I was really surprised too. And I'm like, you would have thought. So I didn't learn anything besides what we already know. I don't know if you guys have anything else. I was asking in our diamond chat, like, how are you guys bumping up your viewers? And we were talking about just like adding more value in our stories so that people really want to come back to watch it. But at the same time, I'm not sure if it's an algorithm issue or a content issue. It's probably both. I'm always ready to grow, you know, but I don't have an answer.
The only comment is I saw someone else, a social media like influencer, post about like how they have changed, but it's what we already know. It's you need to interact with them to bump and see their stories more. So like other people need to interact with you. So I already don't have that a lot, but I don't want to like be that person that says, "Hey, love this," so that you can see more of me. I don't know. Like I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Becca will probably have a good example, like what she just did with the poll being more unique, or like I did some decor stuff on Saturday and my viewership on Sunday was huge. So go ahead, Becca.
Another thing, because I know we're running out of time, like Kelly did a post a week or two ago about taking a day off the grid. So I knew I was going to have a day off the grid this past Saturday, right? It was my surprise day with my husband. I told my people that. I said, look, I'm going to be off the grid this day. Make sure you come back tomorrow. And then that night I popped in and was briefly like, look guys, it was amazing. You really want to check in my stories tomorrow. And then the next day my viewers were up by like 70 people. It was bizarre. But like, let them know what you want them to tune into, right? So if you're going to be off the grid, be like, hey, I'll miss y'all, but this is what I'm going to do. And maybe you should do it too. Like encourage them to take a day off the grid too, because we can all benefit from that.
And I also did notice too, just a last comment, that I have had some huge viewers from hashtags and not a single follower from any of them. I'll have huge viewers, like thousands of viewers from one hashtag, and I lose followers. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, my idea would be try to do something where they have to message you and see if maybe it's not us messaging them. Maybe the big thing right now is getting people to message us. So let's just try to get creative this week and share what's working. And it's going to shut us off any minute. So hold on. You start talking, but I am going to take a picture while.
Okay. All I was going to say is if you don't have a link tree or something up on your profile page, make sure you get that up so people can access you that way. Always refer to link in bio or Facebook, say shove them to an event or something, because then they can do the research and look at all the info without you having to give it to them all the time. And if you don't know what I mean, go to my Becca or Whitney's and look at Linktree and use it as an example.
Yeah. Cool. It didn't cut us off. It will, though.
I had 2 people fill it out, and I was like, oh, my God. Amazing.
Yes. Well, continue on the team page to share what's working. That team page is not just about me posting. If you guys have something that's a win,